Hello everybody, Sportman16 here, and for today I would like to talk about a certain something that is going on amongst Twitter users right now that is revolving around a specific sort of anime character that the majority of Twitter is in an uproar about. And the character in question is none other than Hana Uzaki, aka Uzaki-chan. So, what's everyone in an uproar about when it comes to this character? Well, it kinda goes back a little ways, where the Japanese Red Cross was wanting to do a blood drive, and they wanted to use a mascot to promote their blood drive. And they chose Hana Uzaki, which during that time she was only in a manga called Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. And when they posted this stuff on Twitter, well, the people started to go in an absolute uproar, saying that why is Japan using this 5-year-old over sexualized girl? It's so dumb, and why would you do it? And it turned out that, well, despite the negative criticism that they were receiving, Japan decided to continue with their blood with their blood drive anyways. As kind of their way of saying, yeah, we've heard, and we saw your tears, but we're not going to care. So yeah, they continued on, and a little time went on, and then people were starting to find out that Uzaki-chan, her manga was going to get an anime adaptation. And then pretty much the whole ordeal started again. And trust me, it escalated really, really bad, really fast. With some people saying that she looks like she's 5 and she was designed to look 5. And for anybody who likes Uzaki-chan, apparently is a pedophile because she looks like a child. Or throwing that over-sexualized card. And I face-palmed really badly when seeing all this negative toxic crap. And this is something that should be noted when it comes to Hana Uzaki. First of all, she is not 5 years old. And this is a big question that I would like to ask to you Uzaki-chan haters claiming that she's 5. When did 5-year-old girls started getting boobs that big at that age? Answer, never. Because I do not know exactly how old a woman needs to get before her boobs naturally start growing to whatever size they want to be. But 5-year-old girls do not look like this. And, okay, I will say, yeah, she is short, because it officially states that Uzaki-chan stands at a height of 4'11", which, let me tell you, that is not the height of an average 5-year-old. The height of an average 5-year-old is 3'5". And also, the biggest kicker of them all is Uzaki-chan's actual age. Y'all ready for this? Uzaki-chan's official age is 19 years old. And I shall repeat, Hana Uzaki-chan is 19 years old and has officially stated that she is a second-year college student. So, yeah, claiming that she's 5 years old, yeah, 5-year-old my ass. So, you pretty much for people who are saying that out of hate, you clearly got your head shoved so far up your ass that it is almost impossible to dislodge at this rate. So you really can't claim us people who like Uzaki-chan pedophiles, because she would actually be above the age of consent in both Japan and the US. But the age of consent within the US can also vary from state to state, but here in my state of Missouri, the age of consent is 17. But I'm not really sexually attracted into Uzaki-chan. So, yeah. Y'all can just take those words and shove it. And the most ridiculous part, if you want to call it that, is people actually having the nerve to redraw her in an attempt to fix her and make her more bearable, which really is having the opposite effect. Because I have seen some of those redraws, and all of them that I've seen are absolutely terrible. They are complete shite. And yeah, over-exaggerated features. The only thing that's over-exaggerated about her is her eyes. But that's what it is when you're wanting to draw a character in a fictional concept. Because that's what fiction is. It doesn't have to be realistically accurate. So yeah, the people who drew Uzaki-chan can let her have these big old freaking eyes and have these big old boobs. But it also is to be noted that there are lots of women in the real world who have boobs of that size and are the size of Uzaki-chan. Maybe a little bigger, maybe a little smaller, but probably a little bit bigger. Because there was one video that I did see in particular where it was a woman who cosplayed as Uzaki-chan who said that they are the same height as Uzaki-chan, again at the height of 4'11", and they stated that their age was 29. She was almost 30 years old and still at the height of Uzaki-chan. So the way how you guys are putting it, it's like apparently short, mature women don't exist, when in fact they clearly do. Because even when it comes to my sister, pretty much my younger sister, she's not exactly all that tall. In fact, she's shorter than me, and I stand at a height of 5'10". And my sister, who is 29, stands at a height of 5'5". Not exactly tall there, is it? So it's just absolutely ridiculous, really just absolutely stupid how the people on Twitter are reacting to Uzaki-chan, which is pretty much more or less the American users on Twitter, which, yeah, I am one, but here's the thing. I legitimately do like Uzaki-chan. I think that she is so many levels of adorable, and yeah, I would legitimately want to hug her and hang out with her if she were real and given the opportunity. So, yeah. I think that's kind of the best take I can give when it comes to Uzaki-chan. I know some people have explained the situation better than I could, but that's pretty much what I want to say about Uzaki-chan. That you people who are complaining about her are making the absolute worst reasons to hate on her, and you're just being a negative, toxic asshole by saying that anybody who enjoys or likes Uzaki-chan is considered a pedophile because she looks 5 when she is 19. And again, 5-year-olds more or less on average are not at the height of Uzaki-chan, and 5-year-old girls do not grow boobs the size of hers. And like, okay, yeah, in her anime, they do have a few very very kind of lighthearted sexual jokes here and there. But that's just it. They're just jokes. It's not because of like in one scene where our main dude was playing with a VR headset and he just for a second or two accidentally grabbed Uzaki-chan's boob. He then realized that it was a boob and just let go. He didn't like fully grope them and just messed around with them for a bit or planted his face in them. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that the people on Twitter are making stupid reasons to hate her and being completely disrespectful and trying to redraw her to make her more bearable, or just fixing her because again, that's just being disrespectful to the original artist. And that's something that I just can't stand, is people who think that they are better artists than the original and wanting to fix their artwork to make it look better, when in fact it would just make things worse. And it just goes to show that negativity and toxicity is just a full-on legitimate problem, and I really wish that people would stop, but more than likely they won't, because apparently here in America we will just want to complain about every stinking last thing because apparently we're just overly sensitive about everything. That's like what, not within our culture or something? I mean, I don't know what entirely goes on with American culture, but honestly, I don't really care that much. But it is what it is. But that's kind of pretty much my take on this whole Uzaki-chan garbage going on. It's stupid. I wish people would stop, but we don't know exactly when and if they will stop. So that'll pretty much do it. So thank y'all so much for listening, and probably later on down the line I'll probably make a little talk about my thoughts about Sword and Shield and one of my whole thoughts about that. So again, thank y'all so much for listening, and I'll see y'all next time.